I've been wanting to talk about Aaron Rodgers for a couple of days now because he's going to be the MVP of the season. I had Mahomes as a preseason favorite. Right around Thanksgiving, I thought it was looking good, but then Mahomes was having, for him, some pedestrian Sundays. And then Aaron Rodgers just lit it up, took over, and won his first overall seed of his conference. He's going to be the MVP. And I think the Packers have an absolute shot to win this whole thing. So I still think if the Packers and Chiefs face one another, I think the Chiefs will still take that one right now. But this is as good a chance as we've ever seen in a long time, I think, Ben, is how I'll answer this question, that we could, in fact, see the regular season MVP be crowned on a Saturday night, and then same individual is crowned as Super Bowl MVP and winner of the game the next night. I think that's an entire possibility this year, Ben. Big time.
Crew.
How does that sound? And I thank you for the call. Great job right there. And I do want to just say this while we're on the subject. Season-long storylines and arcs, to use the phrase as you hear in this industry town of television and movies, that there are week-to-week storylines. There's game storylines, like obviously you didn't see coming game 256 this past week with the Philadelphia Eagles in the middle of Sunday Night Football. There's those stories that happen, like Dak Prescott getting hurt in a game. Those stories happen. But season-long arcs, storylines, is what we also pay attention to here. It's what I love to talk about in the narrative-generating machine that is the National Football League. And the two biggest storyline arcs this season were what happens when Brady and Belichick separate, what happens with the two of them. And we'll talk about that another day because there's more time before Super Wildcard Weekend. The other one was born on draft night when we were all caught flat-footed, and the we, including Aaron Rodgers, were caught flat-footed with the trading up to draft Jordan Love in the first round, as opposed to taking a whole bunch of possible wide receiver first-round stallions and studs for Aaron Rodgers. Here, Aaron, you're getting longer in the tooth. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take one of these top-notch wide receivers. No, we're not going to do that. We won't even get a defender to stop, because remember this at the time, Raheem Mostert from hitting his head on the goalpost if we face the 49ers again, or anybody else like Raheem Mostert. We're not going to do that. We're going to draft your replacement. That was the story. That was born on that night. And Favre came on this show, and that was a big news-making moment. He said he spoke to Rodgers, and he wouldn't want to speak for him, but then proceeded to tell us how, Rodgers was, in fact, surprised by it. And he even said that, if it starts out poorly for Green Bay this year, maybe Love gets right in. Because that's what happens in Green Bay. 1 minute they love you, the next minute they draft your replacement. And it's just amazing that Rodgers was put in the spot that Favre was put in. Now he's role reversal. Now he's in the role of Favre. Love in the role of Rodgers for Aaron Rodgers. Unbelievable. How will Rodgers respond? That was the season-long storyline for Aaron Rodgers. Here's how he responded. Best season of his career. That's how he responded. He came on this show, said he worked on himself. When I asked him about the narrative that he was pissed at his team franchise and management. Nope. I just looked within, worked on myself a little bit. Even if people who might have heard that didn't buy it, we hear a single ounce of any sort of storyline or a hint of a smoke of a fire that Rodgers was going to self-immolate and take his team down with him. And Adams has his best season, and Aaron Jones has an incredible season, and Robert Tonyan starts catching touchdowns like he's his best friend George Kittle, and Valdez-Scantling, and Alan Lazard, and so on and so forth. And the Packers win 13 games again. Again, if you want to go back another narrative of a season-long storyline arc, is this is a guy in Rodgers who was not going to change his spots. This leopard wasn't going to change his spots for a kid from the Titans organization that they decide is the next Packer legendary coach. This guy and Matt LaFleur isn't going to become a cohesive unit. Well, back-to-back 13-3 seasons. How about them apples? Unbelievable. That's Aaron Rodgers' response to Jordan Love getting drafted. And I can't wait to see what happens next. And what happens next won't play out for another 2 weeks because Rodgers and the Packers are in the lone bye. Only bye in the conference. That's how Rodgers responds. Oh, my word. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.